Chess. Born in northern India more than 1500 years ago, chess began as a war strategy game called Chaturanga. Over time it traveled through Persia, the Arab world, and into Europe, changing shape along the way. What makes chess different from almost every other game is its balance between simple rules and endless complexity. Every piece moves in its own way, and every decision can shape the entire match. For centuries, kings, generals, and scholars studied it as a way to sharpen the mind. Even now, chess remains one of the most respected strategy games in the world. Go. Go is one of the oldest board games ever created, with roots in ancient China going back more than 2,000 years. At first glance it looks simple, just black and white stones placed on a grid, but beneath that simplicity is deep strategic thought. Unlike chess, where pieces attack directly, Go is about controlling space and slowly surrounding territory. It teaches patience, long-term planning, and balance. In East Asia, it became a symbol of wisdom and discipline, and its influence on strategic thinking is still strong today. Senet. Senet comes from ancient Egypt and may be the oldest known board game with surviving evidence. Played over 5,000 years ago, it was more than entertainment. Egyptians believed the game represented the journey of the soul through the afterlife. Its board was found in tombs, including those of pharaohs. The movement of pieces depended partly on luck, which gave it a feeling of fate guiding the player. Senet shows how games once carried spiritual meaning as much as social value. Mancala. Mancala is not one single game but a family of games that spread across Africa and parts of Asia centuries ago. It is played by moving stones or seeds across small pits carved into wood or even into the ground. The main idea is counting, capturing, and planning several moves ahead. What makes Mancala unique is its rhythm, almost like a cycle of harvest and planting. It reflects agricultural life and mathematical thinking at the same time, which is part of why it lasted for so long. Backgammon. Backgammon has a history stretching back nearly 5,000 years, making it one of the oldest continuously played games in the world. Its roots connect to ancient Mesopotamia, but the modern version took shape much later. The game mixes strategy with luck through dice rolls, creating tension in every turn. Players race to move pieces off the board while blocking and attacking each other. That mix of control and chance made backgammon popular across cultures and social classes. Mahjong. Mahjong began in China during the Qing dynasty and became one of the most recognizable tile games in the world. Played with beautifully marked tiles, it combines skill, memory, and a bit of luck. Players build matching sets while watching what others collect and discard. It is both competitive and social, often played in homes, tea houses, and family gatherings. More than a game, Mahjong became part of everyday life and tradition in many Asian communities. Monopoly. Monopoly was first inspired by an earlier game designed to teach economic ideas, but it became famous worldwide in the 20th century. The game turns property, money, and business into a contest of survival. Players buy land, build houses, and drive opponents into bankruptcy. What made Monopoly stand out was how it mirrored real-world capitalism in a simple and often ruthless form. It became a symbol of family game nights and one of the best-selling board games in history. Scrabble. Scrabble transformed language into competition when it appeared in the 1930s. Instead of armies or money, players fight with words. Each letter has value, and every placement can change the board. It rewards vocabulary, creativity, and quick thinking. What makes Scrabble important is how it turned education into entertainment without feeling like study. For many people, it became both a game and a quiet test of knowledge. Tetris. Created in the Soviet Union in 1984, Tetris became one of the most influential video games ever made. Its idea is simple: falling blocks must fit together without leaving gaps. Yet that simple mechanic creates pressure, rhythm, and focus. Tetris crossed political borders during the Cold War and reached players everywhere. It proved that games did not need stories or complex graphics to become unforgettable. Its design shaped puzzle games for decades. Pac-Man. Released in 1980, Pac-Man changed arcade gaming by offering something different from the space shooters of its time. Instead of destroying enemies, players moved through a maze collecting dots while avoiding ghosts. Its bright style and clear design made it accessible to everyone. Pac-Man became a cultural icon, appearing on merchandise, television, and music. It showed that games could become part of mainstream culture. Super Mario Bros. When it launched in 1985, Super Mario Bros. Helped rebuild the video game industry after a major crash in the United States. Its side-scrolling worlds, hidden secrets, and smooth controls created a new standard for platform games. Mario became one of the most recognized characters in entertainment. The game mattered because it proved video games could offer adventure, exploration, and imagination in ways people had never fully seen before. Minecraft. Minecraft began in 2009 and changed the idea of what a game could be. Instead of giving players one clear path, it offered a world made of blocks and endless freedom. Players could survive, build, explore, or create entirely new systems. Its simple appearance hid enormous creativity. Schools even began using it for education. Minecraft matters because it turned players into creators, not just participants. Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto redefined open-world gaming by giving players freedom inside a living city. Starting in the late 1990s, the series grew into one of the most talked-about franchises in gaming history. Its mix of driving, action, and storytelling made it stand out, but so did its controversy. The game pushed boundaries in how mature stories could be told in interactive form. Fortnite. Fortnite became a global phenomenon by combining battle royale competition with building mechanics and constant updates. Released in 2017, it quickly grew beyond gaming into music, fashion, and live digital events. Matches are fast, unpredictable, and highly social. What makes Fortnite different is how it constantly changes, making the world feel alive. League of Legends. League of Legends helped turn competitive gaming into a worldwide spectator sport. Released in 2009, it introduced millions to team-based strategy battles where cooperation is just as important as skill. Each character brings unique abilities, creating endless combinations and tactics. Its professional tournaments fill arenas and draw huge online audiences. The game helped shape the modern esports industry. World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft brought online role-playing to a massive global audience when it launched in 2004. Players entered a living fantasy world where thousands of others existed at the same time. Quests, battles, and guilds created strong communities that lasted for years. Unlike traditional games, it felt like a second world with its own culture and history. Its success changed online gaming forever. The Olympic Games. Long before digital entertainment, the Olympic Games were among the most famous competitive games in human history. Beginning in ancient Greece, they honored the gods and celebrated physical excellence. Events like running, wrestling, and chariot racing drew huge attention. The games united city-states in rare moments of peace. The Hunger Games. Though fictional, the Hunger Games became one of the most famous imagined games in modern storytelling. Created in literature and later adapted into film, it presents survival as forced entertainment in a controlled society. Its deadly competition reflects themes of power, inequality, and resistance. Unlike traditional games, its purpose is not play but control. Its impact reached far beyond fiction because it made audiences think about the darker side of spectacle.